He is Jalen, and I'm David Jacoby. We are Jalen Jacoby. What is it that we
do? We give the people what they want.
Jalen, the Pins beat the Lakers. We have a surprising streak from the Rockets and potentially a subtweet from Tom Brady. But we start with your birthday, my brother. It's our official birthday. We will celebrate you today. You turn 40, and on Saturday we'll be on countdown. And we here at Jalen and Kobe just wanted to celebrate you every single day of the year, but especially today. So we have a little package we put together. Let's take a look at Jalen Rose on his birthday.
Jet great because one of your best players, one of your most selfish, he just rubs off my body. He brings confidence and kind of a spirit to the team, and I think we all appreciate that.
Jalen Rose from the University of Michigan.
Jalen Rose with a steal. Rose pushes in for the step.
Wow! Bullseye! Yes, baby! What a tough move by Ellen Rose.
They've got seconds to shoot. Rose for three. Jalen Rose. It's the reverse. Got Rose on his left. Puts it up to him. And he has it home.
This can take the lead here. Oh, yeah. Beautiful speed to Hessel.
What a great play. Jalen beginning to heat up. Appreciable in the fourth quarter. Jalen for three.
Ring it up.
The drive, Jalen Rose. And
yes, sir.
Happy birthday, Jalen Rose. We wanted to celebrate you when you were ski and athletic and buckets in the National Basketball Association. And we also want to say that we love the idea and it's the honor that we get to spend every Monday through Friday with you, mother. It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
I love you. I love our teammates that work on this show that make us look good on a daily basis. I'm forever grateful for my family, my friends, my career. And on this day, I really needed to cheer Jacoby because I haven't been in a celebratory mood like you know I normally am around my birthday. I didn't talk much about it publicly. I didn't realize we were going to start the show like this. But since we're starting the show like this, the reason why this birthday is different is because my special mother, Jenny Rose, is currently under hospice care. And family's done an amazing job of pulling together the love and the support that she's going to need throughout the journey, and it's been a tough weeks, but this show therapeutic for me. As you know, we pride ourselves in showing up every day and giving the people what they want, and just want to wish my mother good health. That's all I want for my birthday.
Well, your nephew Troy said that your mother, Jeannie Rose, is feeling strong today. And we want that as well. And you know what? It's nice of the Pistons to give you a gift as well. Because last night, the Pistons were taking on what we consider the NBA championship favorite Los Angeles Lakers. And what did the Pistons do last night for your birthday, Jalen Rose?
All I know, I said, hey, Mom, the Pistons play Lakers tonight. She's like, they got Brian James. That's all she said. But shout to the Pistons because it's a big-time victory, Jacoby. And Wayne Ellington, for those who don't know, is leading the league in three-point percentage. Clay Griffin scored over 20 points for the first time in a really long time. Plumlee had a double-double, and Rose had double-figure points. Held LeBron James to 2 points in the second half. Of course, they were playing with Anthony Davis, but it was a big-time win by my hometown squad.
It's so fun to watch the evolution of an NBA player because Blake Griffin was so popular for his lob catching, his dunk, athleticism, and now he's like an old veteran out there. He shot 10 threes last night. He's all looking to pass instead of shoot, but it was an impressive win from the Lakers. But you also noticed something that the Lakers were doing without AD that you found interesting. It involves a gentleman by the name of Kyle Kuzma. What was that, Mr. Rose?
Yes, as somebody that's a veteran in the league, and I follow real closely, clearly, and been traded a couple of times, when a player returns home, you want the guys on the team, give them their 2 tickets. They don't have to buy more for their family and friends. You want to feed them the ball so they look good in front of hometown friends, the chance to watch the TV, local cable. But it also seemed like they were going to them almost like they were shopping him, like they were almost feeding him an opportunity. And so I'm not saying the Lakers are looking to move Kyle Kuzma. I am saying that I've been featured before I got traded. And while I was watching the game, because that's my nephew. So I'm like, okay, they're giving him the ball. They really giving him the ball. And I'm like, they giving them the ball.
Again?
Like, hold on, they shot. Yeah, exactly.
On another play,
so it was good to see him ball, but that did stand out to me.
Absolutely. Another significant game in the West Conference last night was between the Portland Blazers and the Houston Rockets, and the Rockets now won 4 straight games. Certainly off then their partner, the Washington Wizards. But what do you think about this Rockets team, or the playoff team? Could they challenge in the first round? What do you think of their 4-game win streak?
I feel like the Rockets have done a fantastic job of reinventing itself. Think about the last time you've seen a playoff team in the offseason trade one of the top general managers, one of the top coaches, and an MVP candidate, but still play basketball while all planning for the future multiple draft picks have coming. Victor Oladipo is in the final year of his contract, and when he's healthy, he's an all-star. So is John Wall. They're in the same court. Ricky Cousins didn't necessarily work out with Golden State, the Lakers. He's playing for his basketball life. And last but not least,
who's that?
You know it's my heart to watch Chris Wood play basketball with another team that's not Detroit.
I know. We knew it.
Last year, I remember Jalen Jacoby. Jacoby and I talking on the phone last March, April, and he like, these trash Pistons, and we like, but Chris Wood can ball. Yes, y'all got something in him. At least he can ball. And then all season, we lose him. But I'm happy for him, as you know. Really happy for him. And he was in Detroit. I called him a discount Anthony Davis. And 3 years, $40 million is actually that for him. Because he's going to get a mega deal, 3-2-1.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, Chris. You got your way out of Detroit. And we have a Super coming up in just a week and a couple days. We have some interesting sound from a gentleman by the name of Tom Brady, who will be under center for the Buccaneers, about his head coach. Perhaps maybe he'll hint about something about his previous coach. Let's listen.
Great man. He's a leader. He's a great person. He's, a great friend, very loyal. He's just got a great way about communicating effectively with everybody around here. And everybody has great affection for him, for the person he is. There's nobody that ever would say anything bad about him. Yeah, he's so endearing to everybody, and I think everyone wants to win for him.
I'm going to do the media and read way too much of this. While he is celebrating Bruce Arians, he's mentioned some things that are basically the polar opposite personality from Bill Belichick. Is this kind of sort of maybe a little bit of a sneak for his previous coach, Bill Belichick?
I understand why you wanted the media thing and get it that way. But one of the things I like stressing in sports, I'm smelling my underarms.
Okay.
Because wing is the best deodorant. That's all this is. If they would have got knocked out in the first round playoffs, he wouldn't say Bruce Arians' name again into a microphone until next year if he decided to come back. But since they won, of course we all want to win for him. We want to win for Scott Miller. We want to win for AB. We want to win for the Tampa fans. We want to be the first team to do it in this whole arena. But you know who I really want to win for? I want to win for me, because if I get my 7th championship without Bill Belichick in the Patriots, y'all got to bow and kiss all 7 of these rings. That's really what he's saying.
Jalen, it is time for some very important news. The mess. As we celebrate your birthday and the passage of time, I think it's very important to recognize just how quickly time flies. And in just 15 years, scientists are saying that humans could leave this planet and live on an asteroid belt colony. Jalen, just 15 years now, you'll be turning 15 years, you'll be 85. You'll be turning 85 in 15 years. Can you see yourself living on a floating asteroid belt colony? Have a little visual of what it would look like.
I'm not going to be able to do it.
No?
Here's the thing, Jacoby. We all appreciate the things that are happening outside of this earth, outside of the things we see. But when it's time to go outer space, if you notice, 99% of the people look a lot more like you than me. I am not going. I don't want to visit. I don't want short stay. I don't want internet. I want to be 85 on Earth. That's what I want to be doing with the new technology. Imagine, that's 20 years ago. 20 years ago, a beeper, not an iPhone. But here's what I like about y'all with the intro. I'll throw y'all a lot right here. I like that y'all stopped my career after the Bulls.
I
like that. I appreciate that.
I noticed that too. We just did the Knicks, Raptors, and everybody. Jalen, we got a couple of big messages for you on a special episode of Jalen Jacoby. Shout out to your nephew Trey, who made this possible. Let's listen to some people who wish you happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dad. I'm so thankful for all that you do, and I hope the most amazing day. Happy birthday, Dad. I love you so much. Thank you for everything you do for me, especially giving me that light because that was very helpful. I hope you have the best day. I love you so much.
We're celebrating Jalen Rose's birthday today. We have future messages, and we have a lot more in the world of sports. Make sure you tune to your edition of Jalen and Jacoby. Jalen, since it's his birthday, we discuss. It is time for Keep It Moving.
Woo!
To discuss the topic, say hit the brakes. If we will keep it moving, and we start with some word from. Love it when you drink from the Oz. With some words from Tony Romo about pressure on Mahomes.
Hit brakes.
Keep it moving or hit brakes. Let's listen to T. Who'll be calling the Super Bowl about the pressure on Mahomes.
This is the biggest game Patrick Mahomes will ever play in for the rest of his career. It's the only way to catch Tom Brady. He has to win this. If he loses this game, he can't catch Tom Brady, in my opinion.
The Super Bowl will be on CBS. Tony Romo on the call. Jalen, what do you think of him saying if he doesn't beat Brady in this game, he can never, ever, no matter what, considered the great quarterback of all time?
A terrific, wonderful comparison just came to me right now when I heard that sound. Buckle up, open your ears, fan media, and feel free to take this as your own thought. What I'm saying is not accurate, and let me tell you why. Because LeBron James doesn't need more rings than Michael Jordan for people to say he's the GOAT. It's generational. People who didn't get a chance, Tony, to see Tom Brady's first 10 or 15 years of his career, in 10 or 15 years from now, they're going to be in Patrick Mahomes and go, if he has 7 and he has 4, see Michael Jordan and LeBron James debate.
Good
Drops
point.
Mike.
Jalen, I have potential destination where Deshaun Watson could take his rounds. Would you like to see those moving or hit the brakes? We'll hit the brakes. Take a look at what I consider the top 5 destination for Deshaun Watson. What do you think is this for him, and what do you think is the most realistic?
You handsome on that picture. Here's the thing, dog. These just some window shoppers, Jets, Dolphins, because they have the assets. The real deal, how can we get them to the Rams? I'm to give y'all the play. The Jets and Dolphins have the access to get it done. But if it's talking about where it will be the most lit, the Rams. I need this him on the team with Jay Ramsey in there and Don. That's what I personally need to see. Or even the 49ers, who, by the way, I remember arguing about Dak Prescott's deal with Carson Wentz, Goff, Jimmy Garoppolo. All I know is the 49ers and the Rams ready to move on from those guys. Dak's valuing up, not playing football.
Well, the elephant in the room is that Deshaun will ultimately decide where he plays ball because he had no trade clause in his contract. Jalen,
Deshaun,
you have an update
what you mean?
on the career of Big Ben Roethlisberger. Keep moving.
Big Ben, if I'm the, hey, you know what? I'm the Steelers in my Biggie voice. I don't want that whole thing back. Keep it moving.
$40 million cap.
We can move.
The Suns have been struggling lately. They beat the Warriors last night. Keep it moving or hit the brakes.
Hit the brakes on this.
Suns beat the Warriors, and a gentleman by the name of Oubre Jr. had himself a tough 1 for 11 from the field. What do you think about the Suns and Oubre playing poorly?
I mean, the young wings for the Suns, I love them. I love them. I love Johnson. I love the kid from Villanova. I love both of them. They're terrific wing and 8 and down low. Chris Paul is going to continue to teach those guys and make better. And if and when Devin is healthy, Suns are a team that's going to be a threat to knock somebody in the playoffs. But I want to talk about the Warriors and players. First, Steph Curry. Do you know that was the 3rd time that he's scored the other starters basketball game this year? Did you know that?
Wow.
Steph Curry alone, 3 times this year, has outscored the other 4 human beings that got played to start the basketball game that night. You know the only other person that's happened to there? You know the answer. Tell me. You answer. Bradley Beal. That's the only other person that's happened to this year. Now, let me tell you guys something about Kelly Oubre. This is a teaching moment for everybody. One of my eyes. I remember standing on the table for Meek Mill when people was dissing him. And now I'm going to stand on the table for Kelly Oubre and I'll teach everybody something. This is why he isn't performing with the Golden State Warriors. Style don't fit him. They get a little too fast offensively. They like to do constant motion, running like your hair on fire. Because Steph, the best player to do, One of Steph's attributes is the pass and relocate. The passing gets screened away. So now you got all perimeter players having to play at that breakneck speed. And Kelly Oubre is not a next speed offensive player. Mark my words, he's going to go somewhere else. He's going to play a lot better, and people are going to rewind this tape. All because the tempo that the Golden State Warriors play in. He didn't forget how to basketball.
Jalen, do you remember my brief love affair with the robot, Sophia? I've got an update on her status. Hey, Kobe, Jalen, we're celebrating her birthday, and here's your wife, Molly Rose.
Hey, I want to give a huge big shout out to my husband, Jalen and Rose. Jalen, I can't believe when we first met, you were still playing for Knicks. I was in grad school, and I'm so blessed to have you in my life all these years. I'm so proud of the man that you become. I fell in love with your heart. You're such a beautiful, warm, generous spirit. And I'm so grateful to have you in my life. I can't wait to celebrate with you. And I know this has been the most challenging year of your life, but please remember, I love you unconditionally. I'm here for you forever and always. And God's got us. And I have plenty of surprises. And I can't wait to celebrate with you. Get back home.
I appreciate that. That was very generous. Also, anybody that's ever said the name Jalen, heard the name Jalen, or named some Jalen, pray for my mother, G. Rose, who created